Hey boys.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, John?
Good.
Good.
I was expecting you. So you're a little bit late though. I made you some lunch. It may not be hot. But
okay.
I thought today I'd show you our feature this weekend.
Alright.
So what we're trying to do this weekend is we're going to be imparting flavors through steam. So I'm using a moist cooking method without any actual contact to give the flavor of the lemon and the basil and stuff into our salmon. Okay. We're serving this on a linguine with some pesto and artichoke, sun-dried tomato, and some nice shallots. And I also want to talk today about the oysters we serve. So quickly, I got another piece of salmon I'm going to throw on this heat here. You want to see this?
I think I do.
So here we have a court bouillon. Now it's a flavored liquid, and it's heavily flavored. And all this steam, you can smell it. Back to smell-o-vision. We need smell-o-vision. That's where it's at.
We're on it, John.
And that smells good. So I'm going to put this piece of salmon on so we can have a little taste here, because well, it's only one plate for you, and Bourbon and I are hungry too. We'll let that steam while we talk about some oysters.
Okay.
Excellent. Alright, so here we have oysters. This weekend we are serving 3 varieties. I kept this couple here just to show people. So we serve 2 varieties from the Malpac Bay and Prince Edward Island. So here we have the standard.
Yes.
So it's a smaller oyster.
Okay.
A maturity period of somewhere between 3 to 6 years on harvest.
Really?
And here we have the choice standard. Now these ones are larger, plump. They have a deeper cup. So it's a bigger oyster and it's got a little more body to it. They're an older oyster. They're anywhere from 5 to 7 years before they get harvested and brought to market.
Okay.
On this side here, we have one called Blue Point. These are from farther down the Atlantic coast. A Blue Point oyster comes from the Long Island South Bay, and that is about 60 kilometers south of New York. There's a few other oysters in that area that are sometimes called Blue Points, but technically they're not really that variety. Here we have another oyster. This one is called the Kumamoto. The ones that we have here in North America are harvested off of our Pacific coast. And they're anywhere throughout the states, mainly through California, all the way up to about Oregon.
Oh wow.
And they're a smaller oyster, much younger oyster, but they have an extremely deep cup formation, and it's kind of like a little jewel of an oyster, a pocket almost. So I'll use my finger and show you how big this little guy is. Like, it's quite a deep oyster.
Yeah, you don't say.
And very buttery flavor, nice texture. Now, the 3 larger ones here are all characteristically known for their brine content. They have a good solidity to them. Okay. They really do taste crisp like the ocean, and you have a really good salt content. That's pretty standard in most Atlantic cold water oysters. Okay. As we get into the West Coast ones, the flavor profile is a little different. Wherever the oyster comes from is going to impact its flavor. So that's why we're trying to showcase ones from different geographical areas so that our guests have a chance to try different flavors of oysters and maybe, you know, find one they really like. Throughout the fall, I'm going to start cooking some oysters for you as well. I want to try and give you guys some Rockefellers and some of the really tasty, well-prepared dishes.
Getting hungry already. Yeah.
So over here we got Bourbon setting up to smoke some food. Our piece of salmon is not quite done yet, but this is our feature for this weekend. All the flavor comes from the liquid that's cooked over, and it's going to be delicious. We hope to see you soon. As always, keep watching Dolce Vita TV. Thank you.
Bye, guys.